16 plate appearances, 2 hits, 1 run. Both those hits were doubles again, so the ability to get extra bases, Moxley certainly has, and of course the sure glove at second base, teaming with Elena Gelati to form a very potent middle infield. This time, soft tapper to Watts. Moxley, great speed, and having trouble with it at first is Lockhart. Morgan Moxley is aboard. We'll see how this is scored. And it's going to be a hit for Moxley.
Yeah, the speed of Moxley there definitely influenced Watts to rush the throw across.
Camille Jones was in the 2 spot in game 1. Now in the 9 hole. In game 1, a ground out to short, reaching on an error in the 3rd. Ground out in the 7th, and reaching on a fielder's choice, and later coming around to score in the 5th. Takes for ball 1 to even up the count. One showing bunt, and laying it down is Jones. Sack bunt is successful. Moxley moves into scoring position.
Yeah, with 2 outs, that was more of Jones trying to bunt for a hit there.
Jones with great speed, 4 for 4 in stolen base attempts. That's probably the best estimate or measurement we have statistically of a player's speed as the lineup flips over and it brings Sam Flowers back to the plate. Again, she was walked in the 1st and got thrown out trying to take 3rd. The 1-0, Flowers caught the inside of her bat and fouled out of play.
Yeah, big at bat here for Flowers, trying to cut this deficit in half.
She watches a fastball miss low and outside. And now the 2-1, Flowers pops it foul, 2-2.
Yeah, big pitch in the sit back here coming up. If Lynchburg can keep it where it's at and their offense has been rolling, it's going to put all the pressure on Purdy.
Time called by Flowers. Two and two with 2 outs. Flowers pokes it foul into an empty part of the stands. Umpires restocking on game balls. After Flowers sends several out of the field of play.
Yeah, this has been a great at-bat thus far. We'll see who can win it.
Flowers pokes it foul again. You mentioned a battle between Flowers and Booth going on right now. Approaching 9 pitches in this AB. 2-2. Flowers takes low, count runs full.
Great job there by Flowers to lay off that.
Booth, the payoff pitch. Flowers a hard liner into right center, and it falls for a base hit. They're going to send the runner. Moxley comes home, an RBI single for Sam Flowers, and the Seagulls are on the board.
Yeah, just a great piece of hitting, working the at-bat, and then getting something you like, lining it right up the middle. Great piece of hitting there by Flowers.
Flowers ultimately wins the long battle, adds an RBI to her total, make it 8 ribbies on the year for the senior from Owings, Maryland. And it brings up Courtney Johnson, who lined out to second. Back in the first inning, another liner. This one is fair, and it puts Flowers in scoring position. This one in the gap between third and short. Trickles into left field where Taliumptua is there to scoop it.
Yeah, now the Seagulls offense, you can feel them starting to get going a little bit more here.
Time called. Dawn Simmons going to go talk with the umpire. Some movement in the Lynchburg bullpen as well. And perhaps a pitching change coming on the Hornet side of things. That's exactly what's going to happen. Chase Hartford, who went a very long way in game 1, will now take over for Mackenzie Booth. So we'll step away while Hartford warms up. Carly Wolf trying to keep it going and maybe tie this game here in the bottom of the third. Here in the bottom of the third, after Courtney Johnson, Sam Flowers, drove home the first run of the day for the Seagulls, and Courtney Johnson followed with a single of her own.
Yeah, we saw Wolf have a clutch hit there in the first game.
Trying for another one here. This is back. This is back. This is back. This is gone! A round tripper for Carly Wolf. Salisbury, their first lead of the day. Well, welcome to the game, Chase Hartford. Carly Wolf goes yard. The Seagulls add 3 more.
Just a absolutely great piece of hitting, and Wolf got all of that one. That ball would have gone a lot further had the wind not been blowing in.
So Carly Wolf, her 3rd homer of the year. First one in a week. She hit one against Randolph and won the day before that against Piedmont. Flowers comes home, Johnson comes home. And it brings up Elena Gelati. Grounded out to second to start the second inning. Salisbury with more runs in this inning than they had in the entirety of the 10 innings that preceded it. This one in the dirt.
Yeah, and I said we could feel the Salisbury offense coming alive, and they've done just that here in the bottom of the third.
Gelati takes, jumps ahead 2-0. Three O's. That one misses low and inside. Great batting eye from Gelati. Probably take the next pitch, trying to make Hartford throw as many as she can. Called strike, as expected. The 3-1. Way off is Hartford, and Gelati draws a walk. 4 straight batter's reach for the Seagulls. This time it's Gelati.